Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, we have seen what is radiation and how to do analysis in case of a radiation for a cylinders. Now let us start solving few problem based on that. Let us start solving numerical number 2. So this is the second numerical on radiation heat transfer in concentric cylinder. This was asked in May 17 for the Mumbai University. Now let us see what the question says. Three hollow thin wall cylinders having diameter 10 centimeter, 20 centimeter and 30 centimeter are arranged concentrically. So basically we have got three thin cylinders of diameter 10 centimeter, 20 centimeter and 30 centimeter arranged concentrically. The temperature of innermost and the outermost cylindrical surface are 80 and 280 Kelvin respectively. Assume vacuum between the annular spaces. Find the steady state temperature attained by the cylindrical surface having diameter of 20 centimeter. Take emissivity 1, 2 and 3 as 0.05. So this is pretty simple problem. Now let us try draw diagram for the given problem. So let us consider cylinder 1, 2 and 3 are those cylinder. They have given that the diameter for cylinder 1 as 10 centimeter, cylinder 2 20 centimeter and cylinder 3 30 centimeter. Similarly, the emissivity for 1, 2 and 3 they have given commonly as 0.05 and then they have given us the temperature at 1 as 80 Kelvin and temperature at 3 as 280 Kelvin. And they are asking us to find what is the temperature at 2. Once the equilibrium is attained, what is the temperature at 2. Now with this thing in our mind, let us start solving this. So in the solution, obviously, as the steady state is reached, we are going to assume that the amount of heat that is transferring from 1 to 2 is same as the amount of heat that is transferring from 2 to 3. Now let us write down the expression. So this can be given as sigma T1 raised to 4 minus T2 raised to 4. In the denominator, obviously we can write down the surface resistance and the shape resistance. So this is 1 minus emissivity 1 upon emissivity 1. So this is the surface resistance of body 1 and obviously the area I have taken outside and I have called this as, let's say, A1. Let me write it somewhere here, A1 plus 1 upon F122 plus, now here I have got the ratio of A1 by A2 in the bracket 1 minus emissivity at 2. So these two talks about surface resistance and this one talks about the shape resistance. This we are going to equate with the heat transfer from 2 to 3. So this can be written as sigma T2 raised to 4 minus T3 raised to 4. In denominator, obviously I can write down 1 minus emissivity 2 upon emissivity 2. Now this A2 I have taken outside and written in the numerator. So this is A2 plus the shape factor, that is F2 to 3 will obviously come into picture. Let me write down this in bracket. And what is remaining is obviously the ratio A2 by A3 in the bracket 1 minus emissivity 3 upon emissivity 3. Now this is bit lengthy expression which is there in the picture. Now to simplify this, we need to know that F1 to 2 is same as F2 to 3, which is equal to unity. Why is it so? Because whatever the radiation that is coming out from the surface 1, all the radiation will going to interact with the surface 2, and same is the thing with surface 2 and surface 3. So the no radiation that will go anywhere else. So if this thing is there in the picture, then obviously I can simplify this to shift resistance. And what about area? I can write down this A1 upon A2 is nothing but, what is the area here? Area is the surface area. So this is 2 pi R1, or I can write this as pi dl. So this is pi d1 into length. Now length is same upon pi d2l. So what is d1 over here? 10, d2 is 2. So this can be written as 1 by 2 or 0.5. Similarly, the a2 upon a3 can be written as pi d2l upon pi d3l. What is d2? It is 2 and it is 3. So either I can write 2 by 3 or I can write this as approximately 0.66 or 0.67. Now if I substitute all the value in the equation, what we are going to have? So first thing is I can cancel out this two expression, and the value of a1, let me write this as pi d1 into l itself. So let us simplify this. So this is t1 raised to 4 minus t2 raised to 4. In this expression I know the value of t1, sigma is cancelled out. What is the area a1 here? Let me write this area a1 is pi d1l and area a2 is pi d2l. So this pi and l I can obviously cancel from both the expression. So I am only left with d1 over here. Now this need to be written in meter in the numerator. Now let us understand the sigma 1, sigma 2, sigma 3 both are all are same. Let me call this as sigma itself. So I can write this as 1 upon sigma minus 1 plus this we already got 1, and this is 1 by 2 a1 by a2 in the bracket 1 upon sigma minus 1 itself. So this is the left hand side. Now let us write down the right hand side. We have got this t2 raised to 4 minus t3 raised to 4. Again here we know the value of t3. We are interested in finding the value of t2 itself into area 2. Here we have only got d2 in our hand. Now this divided by, obviously this we can simplify as 1 upon sigma minus 1 plus this expression is 1 because f2 to 3 is also 1 plus a2 by a3. I can write this as, instead of 0.67, let me write 2 by 3. Now in the bracket again the same expression. Now how to simplify this? I can keep on simplifying this by, let me go for the next slide. So this is t1. Let me put the value of t1. The value of t1 was 80 raised to 4 minus t2 raised to 4. The value of d1. The value of d1 is 10 centimeters. So 10 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter upon. See, now this has to be put in the bracket to minimize the error over here. And in the bracket we have got, let us put the value of emissivity as well, 1 upon 0.05 plus 1 by 2 upon 1 upon 0.05 minus 1. So this was all the left hand side, and the right hand side we had t2 raised to 4 minus 280 raised to 4 into d2. My value of d2 they have given as 20 centimeters, so 20 into 10 raised to minus 2. Let me again put the number 0.05 plus 2 by 3, 1 upon 0.05 minus 1. So now this is what we have in our hand. Now if you observe, the only unknown in this expression is T2. So either you can simplify it manually or you can put it in the expression. We will end up in getting the value of T2. So if we solve this, we are getting this value as 251 Kelvin. So that should be it. This value is 80 Kelvin. This they are given as 280 Kelvin. And for the second one, the value that we are getting is almost 250 or 251 Kelvin. So this is what they ask, and we have successfully find the equivalent temperature for the cylinder 2 that we are getting as 251. Now that is it in this topic. Thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned with Ekeeda and subscribe to Ekeeda. Thank you.